A parent should have a choice of where their child goes to school. It should not be dictated to them. It should not be limited by the neighborhood they live in, the color of their skin, or the income of their parent. Choice is the great equalizer. It empowers a parent to decide what is best for their child. It empowers the parent, not the school. The parent, not the bureaucracy. But for those of us who support school choice, it is a continual battle against those who protect the status quo, no matter what the result. In this video, I'll dispel some of the common myths and tactics used to fight choice in public education, specifically our public charter schools. Myth number one, charter schools are not public schools. The media would have you believe that charter schools are unaccountable private schools that take money away from public schools. The truth? Charter schools are 100% public schools, accountable to the State Board of Education. They have the same or higher financial and academic accountability standards as traditional public schools. Charter schools that don't perform academically can face the most severe penalty, closure, which has happened several times over the past few years. As for the money, charter schools are theoretically funded at the same per pupil amount from the state as a traditional school. But at the local level, charters are, on average, only funded at 73%. Charter schools get no capital funding for buildings or for transportation. Charter schools are actually a cost saver for traditional public schools. Annually, every student that goes to a charter school saves nearly $500 in locally funded transportation costs and approximately $1,500 in locally funded building costs. Myth number two, charter schools don't serve a diverse population of students. The media would have you believe that charter schools get to hand-pick their students to populate their schools. The truth? Charters operate on a lottery system that does not discriminate based on race or wealth. The lottery selects the students, not the charter. While it is true that less Hispanics attend charters, what the media fails to report is that by percentage, charters educate more Blacks, Asians, and Pacific Islanders. Myth number three, charter schools exclude economically disadvantaged students by not providing transportation or food. The truth? Most charter schools do provide transportation and food without receiving any funding to do so. While they do not have to participate in the federal free lunch program or run buses, many of our public charter schools do both. And for those that don't, they're asked to describe their lunch and transportation plans and are required to show before their school can even open how no child will be without a meal or transportation. Myth number four, public charter schools have lower academic performance than traditional public schools. The truth? Charter schools academically outperform traditional public schools. Traditional public schools in North Carolina have an average grade level proficiency score of 56.1%. Public charter schools exceed that by over 10%, coming in at an average of 66.7%. In fact, in 10 out of 12 subgroups, including Black, Hispanic, economically disadvantaged students, and even students with learning disabilities, students at public charters academically outperform students at traditional public schools. School choice is rooted in one single desire: to empower parents to do what they think is best for their child's future. I've toured many of our charter schools and witnessed success and innovation firsthand. But don't take my word for it. When you look at the long waiting list to attend many of these charter schools, you realize that parents are desperate for more school choice options. Every child on a charter waiting list represents a family wanting a choice, and we must ensure that they have one.